Okay, here we go. Probably getting emotional. I understand that, there are guys who will say stuff like that. They'll divide you into parts and they'll say, I like it. And someone just basically told me that I have to change myself to, have a sense of humor about it. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I can't. I mean, what happened after that is when I said, you can't say something to someone right off when you've only been talking to them for a day. And he goes, some girls don't mind. He said, depends on the girl. I said, depends on what you're looking for. Well, I realized very strongly, I could have said, I love that blouse too. But I know what he meant because he'd made other comments about my body before that. And I don't like that. I understand some women are cool with that. Some women are so comfortable in their skin that they just shrug it off as a compliment and say thank you. I'm not one of them. And I don't think I ever will be one. I mean, let's face it. I'm going to come out, I'm going to say the words. It's an ugly story, but maybe it'll make sense why I'm the way I am and I'm not just a hard-ass, cold, frigid bitch. When I was 11, my uncle slapped me on the ass. My mother screamed at him. He was the one who was always manhandling me and touching me and messing with me. I mean, it was never overtly sexual. It was always just touching me when I didn't want to be touched. When I was 12, I developed early. Over the summer, they would come visit his wife, my aunt, and my dad's other sister. And that summer I was 12, he pinned me up against the basement door and he motorboated me, meaning he pinned me up against the basement door and shoved his head into my, developing breasts. In front of my mother, who screamed at him and told him never to do it again. Or never touch me again. But she still let him in the house. And that was the beginning of me being very self-conscious about my body. I mean, people say I'm gorgeous, people say I'm beautiful, and maybe it's true. I don't think I'm beautiful. I'll never think I'm beautiful. I've gotten to the point where I don't think I'm horrendously, clock-stoppingly ugly. But yeah, I don't like it when people call attention to, I was sexually, my body. I was sexually abused. I was raped. I was almost raped. I've been known all my life as the girl with the enormous tits. I can't help it. It's how God made me. I would like to get to a point where I was, there are some days when I look at myself and I think I look good. I really look good. But it's hard, And I won't, invest anything in a guy who, the day after he talks to me, starts picking my body apart and saying things like that. Whether he means harm or not, it could be totally unintentional. But it's kind of, that's the way some people work. Anyway, that is hopefully the last sad tale of woe I will ever tell you. But I hope it explains some stuff, because I'm not a prude. You know that. Anyway. As always, thanks for listening. Love you.